should be live, I believe. Unless I'm tripping. Yeah. Let's see. Let's test the audio right here. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. One check 1 2. It's a little too quiet for me. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna up the gain. All right. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Maybe a little bit more. Fuck it. All right. Maybe right here should be perfect. Maybe a little bit more. Fuck it. But I feel like nah, because now I'm gonna start yelling and shit, and it's gonna get crazy. All right. Maybe right here should be perfect. But I feel like nah, because now I'm gonna start yelling and shit, and it's gonna get crazy. But at the same time, I was like at max volume. Unless is my YouTube at max volume? It wasn't. But at the same time. All right, fuck it. Hold on. We're gonna put it like right here. Yeah. I bet. If we clip, we clip. I feel like I'm a clipper anyway. Okay, so we said we were gonna start with. I'm not gonna lie. Reading these two rhyme coups, we snap with this one. This right here, that's heat. That's heat. Flip it on his head. Tails I tell to cure my dread. Lady Luck's turn lead. I snap with that one. Now rhyme coup 3. We said we are gonna start with this third one at the start of the next stream. So let's see what we're working with. The prompt is mathematic. Shit's not adding up. Shit's not adding up. I'm thinking we go like something calculus, right? Because that be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. But the thing is, the only thing with calculus though is like the word itself is like so math specific that it's like you're not gonna have any flips. You know what I mean? With something calculus, like it's just gonna mean calculus. I don't know if that's making sense. Shit's not adding up. Shit's not adding up. Some about like, Instead of calculus, it can just end with a plus. Shit's not adding up. Lost my girl and my job plus. Yeah, I mean, hit it with a little bit of enjambment. I'm super down on my luck. Something like that. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. That's actually lost my girl and my job plus. I'm super 2 3 4 5. Super down on luck. This could be a rhyme coup right here. Shit's not adding up. Lost my girl and my job plus. Super down on my luck. Super down on luck. This is lazy and this is lazy. I like the way it ends on plus, but we could do better than that. Lost my girl and my job plus. Shit's not adding up. Lost my girl and my job plus. Up plus. I'm thinking, fuck, I'm not gonna lie to you. But like up and plus. Shit's not adding up. Lost my girl and my job plus. Super down on luck. Maybe if we go, like, what are some words that rhymes with up? Up. Tuck. Hey man, listen. This is what we doing, bruh. This is my rhyme coup 2. I got business to get to. Call it lazy, call it what you will, but like this is good enough for me. What we gonna do today though? We learned some dope literary devices last time. That was fire. Today I feel like I want to write like a longer poem, see what that gives. But I also want to see what like writing exercises there are. Oh, actually, before we do that, Baby Keem dropped. And Bird and the Bees. That's like I've been bumping the fuck out of this track. So I actually want to read this verse. Also because RDC's like, you know what I mean, like as close to my muse as you could get. And the fact that Desmond's in this shit, you know, gets me kind of excited. Let's see what it says. Monday, Tuesday, you coming with Wyseem. Thursday, you gonna meet Baby Keem. Who's Wyseem though? Wyseem is the debut of a new alter ego of Hakeem's. Oh, is that Baby Keem's real name? Okay, yeah. That's his name, Hakeem. Monday, Tuesday, you coming with Wyseem. Wyseem is, okay, not too dissimilar to familiar niggas like Blue Man or Two Phone Baby Keem. Wyseem is mentioned again on this album track, Circus Freestyle, when Keem raps 3 separate lines, name dropping his new moniker. King Wyseem arrived. Nigga, I got many ties. Bitch, I'm Keem Wyseem when I'm on this 2-man. Oh, this 2-man. Hey, okay. Friday, I'm gonna see to your needs, but on Saturday we practicing the birds and the bees. I've actually never known yeah. Used to describe human reproduction. I've never understood that reference. I've never understood like how do birds and bees, because people, it's 2026, I'm not misogynistic. People often refer to women as birds. I don't see how, like, what's the correlation? Like, do birds and bees even hang out? I don't see it. And how are men bees? Regardless, Keem is saying that at the end of this week of intimacy, he will have sex with this. Yeah, I put that one together. I am mad. Bitch, I'm tired of lying to you and acting like it's fact. I hate a curious bitch always asking, what's that? When I say that I am boo, that mean I'm never coming back. Like, he's gonna ghost? Baby Keem's alias Boo Man. Okay, cool. On Casino, Keem mentioned how his grandmother called him the nickname on the track, I am not a lyricist. Mama called me bipolar, grandma called me Boo Man. Keem aligns the Boo Man name with the act of leaving and never coming back. An act that might seem out of ordinary for Keem, but not for this Boo Man alter ego. Okay, so he's just like making up characters. We can make this assumption about Boo Man's tendencies because the Carson rapper previously contrasted Boo Man with Criminally on his song Boo Man Rapping. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like the Boo flip. The idea of like Boo, like, you know, like the Mario Boo. Yeah. And he goes ghost, and I mean, he does come back, but we could just say he doesn't. Shawty keep that dog in the kennel. Her man bought the dog. He just didn't have it in him. Her man bought the dog. He just didn't have it in him. Shawty keep that dog in the kennel. Is the dog her man? Her man bought the dog. Or the dog that she keeps in the kennel, he just didn't have it in him. He don't got that dog in him, sure. I just hit my stride, let you clean up my momentum. I was dug. Okay, you know what? I'm not actually invested in this as much as I thought it was, but it's a fire song in my opinion. Let's see. Writing exercises for adults. To spark my creativity, no. Let's poem writing exercises. Let's see, help. What are some poetry exercises that you do when you don't know what to write? Let's say you're going to write a poem about the ocean. Write down as many words as you can to describe it. Blue, waves crashing, ebb flows high, whatever. Now write a poem about the ocean without using any of these words. Oh shit. You can do this with any topic. That's insane, bro. I know this is a very old comment, but I need to share. I'm student teaching and planning to use this as a lesson for my students, except I won't tell them they can't use the words in the brainstorm until after the brainstorm is complete. Well, the cat's out of the bag for us. Not that I need to say it, but I'm very excited to see my students' reaction, and there's no guarantee I make it out of the classroom alive. How did it turn out? Actually, yeah. Tell us. LMFAO for a teacher. Come on now. This was nearly a year ago now, but I still remember it well. I had students recommend the topics. One was unicorn. I think the other was baseball. Everyone hated me, but the students willing to share did some of their best work throughout the whole poetry unit. Okay. It was one of my favorite things I did with the student teaching. I'm a full-blown teacher now. It's pretty... Okay, cool. Okay, I'm actually not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. We need a new document. We're gonna do exercises. Or writing exercises. Exercises, right? That's how you spell it. And then what we're gonna do is we just gonna copy this. Shout out Ginkgo girl, doing God's work. Okay, she's going. Something that helps me write lists of rhyming words, letting the sound shift as I run out of words or as an idea theme starts forming. This literally sounds like a freestyle. I think I got the idea from E. Cummings. Is that a rapper? This sounds like some rapper shit. No. No, it is not. A great technique, great for writer's block, linguistic acuity, and to just clear your head. Not bad. A great technique I learned while taking a songwriting class is to turn on voice memos and just sing gibberish. Don't make any actual words, just vowels mostly. Okay, this is how you make music. After you're done, go back and listen to try and hear things in the gibberish. It worked great for writing a blog. Okay, yeah. This is how you write. This is how you write raps, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Take a walk, look at the world, and think about it. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're on stream. Let's see. Start with the title of a poem you admire or that is famous. Write an entirely different poem that has nothing to do with the original. Retitle your result. Suggestions: The Road Less Traveled, The Red Wheelbarrow, Because I Cannot Stop for Death, Wild Geese. You get the idea. Start with the title of a poem you admire or that is famous. Writing an entirely different poem that has nothing to do with the original. Nah, I mean, that just sounds like writing a poem and giving it a different title. I ain't gonna lie to you. Anyway, let's see. Make a list of specific objects. I keep specific books around. I'm not crazy about anything in there except for the one we have right here. This is decent. I fuck with this. 20 easy poetry writing prompts and exercises. Writing prompts and exercises. I'm not looking for prompts. I'm looking for exercises. But let's see. Let's see what they got for us, man. Not subscribing. Pick a song on your iPod, phone, or playlist at random and let it influence you as you quickly write a first draft of a poem. Go to a cafe, sit where you can see the door. You can also do this in a public place. Oh, you actually know what I also wanted to learn about today? I wanted to learn about the meter. Because last time we were talking about, they were talking to us about iambic pentameter, right? That was Shakespeare's sauce. And apparently there's a whole bunch of different types of meters. And I have no idea how they work. The way I understand meters is they're basically flows. Like iambic pentameter is just 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. We did that one last time. Let's see though. Write a poem about a wild animal. This is proven to be a lot harder than I thought. In my mind, I was just they gonna have some cool little exercises, and I could just do them. Writing prompts and the exclusive writing exercise below have been written by poetry and voice anthology poets and members of da-da-da. Some of the exercises are simple and others invite you to think through multiple steps. Don't worry about writing a perfect poem. Just focus on enjoying the experiment. If you're like most poets, you write some stuff that you will want to tear into thousands of pieces and bury deep in the ground. But if you stick with the process, you also write some poems that will genuinely surprise you. Be sure to submit your creation to our poetry journal and check out our features. Okay, featured, write about your least favorite character. Write a poem about your least favorite character. from your favorite piece of media, TV. Our exclusive writings have been written by. Okay, I want to do that. Get writing. Writing prompts. Try one today. No. Y'all just had something for me. Where's that at? Write about a city. Let's do this. I like this. Yeah, I like this. Write a poem between 14 and 36 lines about a city or town. A real city or town that people have heard of. So this could include small places like Oakville, Ontario, or Fort Worth, Texas. This is like a deep cut. I know people like New Oakville like that. Where's David make hold on, where are you from, bruh? How you know about Oakville? Lives in Montreal and teaches. Yeah, okay, yeah. See, I know a motherfucker when I see one. The CBC named. Yeah. I was like, no, you don't just name drop Oakville, Ontario, bruh. You don't do that. Okay. As it would London, England, or Vancouver. The name of the city is the title of the poem. The speaker of the poem has intimate, detailed knowledge of this city. She or he knows the place backwards and forwards, has probably lived there all their life, and is definitely not a tourist. What we are looking for in this poem are the details which confirm the speaker's intimacy with the place. The city cannot be a city which you, the author, have never been to. Have ever been to. Hold on. Yep. I'm streaming.
Are you on FaceTime?
I'm on FaceTime? No, I'm streaming. Alright. Okay. The city cannot be a city which you have ever been to. See, I was going to do... Fuck. I was going to do Toronto. So I can still do Toronto. I'm not going to let David McGimsey tell me what to do. But I tell you what. We can do both. We'll do both. Let's try this, man. Write about a city. New. Write about a city. This is the prompt right here. Boom. Just make it Arial. Make it like 10. This is going to be the prompt right here. All right. The title of the poem is going to be a city. I'm going to say, give me a random city. Random US city generator? Nah. Random place, random city generator. There we go. Puitenga. Well, I mean, this is what we asked for, bruh. All right. Okay, cool. I could make this one work. Puitenga. But the thing is, how am I supposed to like just come up with lines if I've never been there? The speaker of the poem has intimate, detailed knowledge of this city. She or he knows the place backwards and forwards. He has probably lived there all their life. What are we looking for in this poem are the details which confirm the speaker's intimacy with the place. The city cannot be a city which you have ever been to. The name of this city is the title of the poem. Write a poem about a city or town. All right, let's get writing, man. Let's get writing. Okay, so what are certain things that you'd complain about in a city you've already been to? I'm thinking you complain about traffic. You could complain about other pedestrians, other civilians, and some of the things they might do, whether it's like loud noises, whether it's just being disruptive. You could complain about public transit, which is kind of like on the traffic line, along that same line. You could complain about... Why do you have to complain? You don't have to complain. You could talk about how much you love a city. What character do we want to portray? How about this? No, they know they know it backwards. I was gonna say, how about we make it a character who hasn't been, um, in that city for a while and he just got back, or they just got back, and they're rediscovering, certain things that were different, that are, certain things that were a certain way and that still are, and then other things that have changed. But we want somebody that's been there backwards and that knows the city backwards and forwards. Um. All right. Um. We'll do this. This is gonna be the scenario, right? This is a person that just got back from work, and they gotta meet. They gotta meet their mom. They gotta meet their mom for dinner post work, and they're on their way. Let's do it. Line one. Can't wait. Nah, not can't wait. It's not necessarily anticipation. They're just going through the motions of things. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily exciting. It's not exciting. The dude fucks with his mom. They fuck with their mom. We're keeping it gender neutral. But they're not necessarily excited. This is just routine. Who calls? Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? Sometimes I feel like these people's lives are just work. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? Nah. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? Oh, is your life just work? No, no plans for the weekend. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend? No drugs, no perks? Yeah, I mean, who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend? No drugs, no perks? No perks. No drugs, no perks. I mean, I don't even like that line though. Like it feels way too like why we gotta go into drugs? You know what I mean? We could be a little more creative than that. Hold on. I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend? Um what rhymes with work? Birth. Yeah. No plans for the weekend? You've been a manager since birth? I like that. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend. You've been a manager since birth. Those couple a couple of minutes delay. Oh, wait, hold on. Because delay rhymes with Friday, kind of. Right? So I'm thinking if we do, who calls at 4:15 on Friday? I mean, is your life just work? Nah, because I was thinking maybe if we change this line and make it, um, you're putting my weekend on delay. You've been a manager since birth, but the thing is, like, if this breaks the flow of, kind of trolling them for the fact that they've been hounding you, late. Um, you've been a manager since birth. Um, you can't underestimate a couple minutes of delay. The number, the 63 probably came and went. The 63, I'm thinking like the 63 bus, right? So who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend? You've been a manager since birth? You can't underestimate a couple minutes of delay. Nah, we could just make it underestimate a couple minutes of delay. You'll find the 63. You'll be there just in time. Underestimate a couple minutes of delay. You'll be there just in time to catch the 63 to see the 63 make that right onto Oh wait, okay. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend. You've been a manager since birth? Underestimate underestimate a couple minutes of delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right onto um huh. I'm looking for like a common street name that like would rhyme with time. There's a boulevard, there's a road, boulevard, avenue. Um a road, a boulevard, an avenue, street. Uh, and I also think underestimate a couple minutes of delay is too long. All it takes is a minute delay. A minute's delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right onto the street Alpine. Like, okay. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend? You've been a managing since birth? We'll do this. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? Is your life just work? No plans for the weekend? Been a manager since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right. To see the 63 make that right. I really don't know. Hold on. Let's see what we can learn about Poitengu. Poitenga? Oh, it's been Poitenga this whole time. Hold on. Oh, yeah, Poitenga. Okay. What's in Poitenga? Is the capital and the largest city whatever. It has a population of whatever. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's see what can they tell us about this. Neighborhoods of the city. Garkin. Okay, so is it your sin or is it your sign? We gonna say that it's your sign. To see the 63 make that right. As it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and old buddy you used to me and buddy would go would go there. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend? Been imagined since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and buddy played cop. Me and buddy played cops. And robbers. Me and buddy played cops and robbers in the abandoned house where who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend? Been a manager since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and buddy played cops and robbers in the abandoned house. Where some got shot. Or where some pops. What rhymes? Okay, cops, stop, shop. Alright, wait, so what about this? And robbers in the abandoned house across I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend? Been a managing since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and buddy played cops and robbers in the abandoned house. Next to me and Buddy played cops and robbers in the park. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend, been a manager since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay, you'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and Buddy play cops and robbers in the park. Next to stop cops. And robbers in the park next to where I'm thinking Pop, I'm thinking shot. Next to where Pac got, let's just say this, next to where Pac got shot. That makes no fucking sense. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend, been a manager since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and Buddy played cops and robbers in the park next to where Pac got shot. Couldn't go there for a while. It just felt so eerie. Matter of fact, for a minute, I didn't even want Buddy near me. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend, been a manager since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay, you'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and Buddy played cops and robbers in the park next to where Pac got shot. Couldn't go there for a while, it just felt so eerie. Matter of fact, for a minute, I didn't even want Buddy. Okay, so we need a name. I don't like, Buddy makes it feel like we don't know. Okay, so I remember that stop. Me and Tommy played cops and robbers in the park next to where Pac got shot. Couldn't go there for a while, but it just felt so eerie. Matter of fact, for a minute, I didn't even want Tommy near me. Eerie. Nah. You could just say for a minute. Couldn't go there for a while. It just felt so eerie. For a minute, I didn't even want. I don't even like the name Tommy like that, to be honest. Let's see. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend, been a manager since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay, you'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and Tommy played cops. I'm gonna just keep it as Buddy. Me and Buddy played cops and robbers. Easy. Let's just make it Bobby. Me and Bobby played cops and robbers in the park next to where Pac got shot. Couldn't go there for a while. It just felt so eerie. For a minute, I didn't even want. We could say actually, for a minute. For a minute, I didn't even want number 63 near me. Something like that, because the 63 is the bus that takes you into your sign, right? So we could say, who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend, but a manager since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and Bobby played cops and robbers in the park next to where Pac got shot. Couldn't go there for a while. It just felt so eerie. For a minute, I didn't even... For a minute... Or you could say for a while, I couldn't have... For a while, I couldn't even have number 60... couldn't go there for a while. It just felt so eerie. For a while, I couldn't even have number 63 near me. That's not bad, is it? Okay. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend, but a manager since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and Bobby played cops and robbers in the park next to where Pac got shot. Couldn't go there for a while. It just felt so eerie. For a while, I couldn't even have number 63 near me. Would you look at that? I actually caught the bus. Caught the bus. Would you look at that? I actually caught the bus. Maybe now I can make it in time to order octopus. Cause that's a triple rhyme. Caught the bus, octopus. You know what I mean? Would you look at that? I actually caught the bus. Maybe now I can make it in time to order octopus. Ma usually Ma hates it. She says the ocean's treacherous. I know that's how you don't spell treacherous like that. But how do you spell treacherous? Is that a word in English? Yeah. Oh, treacherous. Oh, okay. So that's how you say it in English. My fault. Treacherous. Ma hates it. She says the ocean's treacherous. Can't eat something out of it. Ma hates it. She says the ocean's treacherous. Can't eat something out of it. It can't be meant for us. Alright, so okay. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend, but a manager since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay. You'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and Bobby played cops and robbers in the park next to where Pac got shot. Couldn't go there for a while. It just felt so eerie. For a while, I couldn't even have number 63 near me. Would you look at that? I actually caught the bus. Maybe now I can make it in time to order octopus. Ma hates it, she says. The ocean's treacherous. Can't eat something out of it. It can't be meant for us. I feel like ending the poem now. So been a while since we caught up. It's wild. It's wild to think. Me and Ma used to. Been a while since we caught up. It's wild to think. Me and Ma used what rhymes with think? Link, tink, think. Oh, tink, think, sink, kink, brink. But these aren't really words you end a sentence on. It's wild to think me and Ma used to what? Let's actually see what Google has to say. Words that rhyme with think. Pink, brink, wink, sink, kink, slink. None of these are good words, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, see these are like we're kinda like nah, I'm not really messing with any of these words. Me and Ma did everything together. Then after college, I blinked. I guess. Not like all things considered, I'm not super mad at this. Not great. I wouldn't even say it's good, but it's not terrible. Who calls at 4:15 on a Friday? I mean, is your life just work? No plans for the weekend, but it manages since birth? All it takes is a minute's delay, you'll be there just in time to see the 63 make that right as it enters your sign. I remember that stop. Me and Bobby played cops and robbers in the park next to where Pac got shot. Couldn't go there for a while, it just felt so eerie. For a while, I couldn't even have number 63 near me. Would you look at that? I actually caught the bus. Maybe now I can make it in time to order octopus. Ma hates it. She says the ocean's treacherous. Can't eat something out of it. It can't be meant for us. Been a while since we caught up. It's wild to think me and Mom did everything together. Then after college, I blinked. It doesn't really hit. It's hard to write poetry. I honestly want to read good poetry. Greatest poems of all time. Some of the greatest poems of all time celebrated in the okay. The Road Not Taken. I'm telling you, bro, The Road Not Taken. I've read that one a billion times because of the Zach and Cody shit. I don't think it's that fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's actually read it. Because I don't think it rhymes. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could. Okay. To where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both of the morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to the way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood. And I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It does rhyme. I don't know if it's for me. I don't know, bruh. Yeah, Sonnet 18. All right, let's see this one. Can I compare thee to a summer's day? All right. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's leaf hath all too short a date. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometimes declines, by chance of nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou oust. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growst. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Okay, not bad. Let's see what other motherfuckers are telling us to read. Not a big poetry guy. Okay, well, I love Wallace Stevens. The idea of order at Key West and Sunday morning stick out favorite, but I've never disliked a Stevens poem. Ode to Nightingale. Let's see. God damn. All right. Let's lock in, bro. Oh, man. Sometimes the Gen Z spirit in me is just like, bro. Like, really? Let's see how far we can get. My heart aches and drowsy numbers pains. My sense as though of hemlock I had drunk. I'm already lost. Yo, I'm not locked in, bro. Let's try another prompt. Writing exercises. Print out a piece of your own writing. Writing workshop. I woke up today. This workshop is designed as a month-long intensive to give you tools on Okay, hold on. This one looked kind of fire. Okay, cool. Yeah, I fuck with this. Okay. This week, in the spirit of expanding your sense of attention to detail, I recommend the following tricks to see how they change the way you look at the world around you and inside you. Start them this week. But keep them going for the whole month. I've kept up the first 3 for my adult life, and I find invaluable tools to keep them sharp. Write down your dreams every day. Okay, well, I don't really dream anymore. At least I don't remember. Keep a daily notebook that you carry with all. Create an inspiration book. Writing ideas for the week. Consider using it as a tool to write poetry. All forms of social media essentially communication systems that use images. Okay. Which is to say, you could start thinking of poetry as an adaptable, enduring form of social media. If you keep an Instagram or other, look at your feed. What do you tend to document? If you mostly post pictures of your friends, consider writing a poem directly to one of them. If you're all about selfies, consider the self-portrait. And if your feed is full of celebrity short, you could think about these images You can even use social media as a way to document your own writing by snapping a picture of it. Nah, I'm not really fucking with this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Celebrate a vowel. This sounds fire. The vowel poem. What's your favorite vowel? Mine's E. Pick your favorite vowel and write a 10-line poem in which every word uses that vowel. Whoa. It doesn't have to begin with that vowel or even use it prominently, i.e. get its main sound from the vowel. It just has to be in the word. For instance, if I pick E, then I write something like this. Bert's poem. Even the trees are asleep. Bert examines the eerie silence. Beautiful sleeper beside me. Her peaceful face slides behind her tresses. We're immobile, free. When Bert freaks, little feet delicately strafe the face. Peace recedes, the electric time, 5:14. That's actually fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, that's a really dope concept. I fuck with this prompt. I'm stealing it. Thank you. Thank you. Write about a poem. Cool. We'll say, no, cancel. Just give me the new document. Cool. What is it called? The vowel poem. Okay. Huh. Bang. Bang. Okay. Let's see. I mean, low key, they kind of bailed themselves out with E because E is like super easy. All right, so we'll make so we have A, E, I, O, U. What gives us a fighting chance? A, maybe. E, for sure, but that's already been done. I, perhaps. O is going to be pretty hard. U is going to be impossible. Let's do I. The vowel I. I'm curious. Wait, how many lines is it supposed to be? 10-line poem. Okay, cool. I'm curious. Is life simply... I'm curious. Is life simply... I'm looking for a word to say, like, almost mundane. Is life simply... what does trite mean? Define trite. Lacking originality or freshness, dull on account... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is life truly trite? I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling I'm trying to think of, like, basically telling the same stories. I'm curious, is life really boring, telling the same stories over and over again until we ultimately die? Or is it not? It's kind of like the flow of the poem I want the flow I want the poem to have. So it's like, I'm curious, ... Is life truly trite? I was gonna say telling tales, but I'm also looking for that, consonants with the T's. Is life truly trite? Telling... What does titillate mean? Define titillate. Stimulate or excite. Especially no. Ooh, we could actually that's going to be in our poem somewhere. I like to titillate. Um. Uh. Telling something something. Let's see. I'm curious. Is life truly trite? Telling let's see. Synonym for stories. I mean, stories got an eye actually. So we'll do that. Fine. Yeah. Telling. I'm curious. Is life truly trite? Telling stories. Telling stories. I was gonna say telling stories out of spite, but out of does not have eyes in them. I'm curious. Is life truly trite? Telling stories night after night. Night by night. Telling stories, synonym for after. No. Let's see. Is life truly trite? Telling stories. Telling like stories. Like to say like the same stories. Like they're the same. I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories. Night by night. I'm really mad at this. I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night. I wish this. I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night. I'm gonna come back and change this after, but I really like the flow of it. I ain't gonna lie though, we might not even change it because I really like the start of this poem. I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night. Time ticks. I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night. Time ticks. Time tricks. Oh, time ticks. Something tricks. Wait, time ticks. Time ticks. Some tricks. Um. Time tricks. Time ticks. Um. What's something that's like deceitful about life? So like I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night. Time ticks. Um, Tide tricks? No. Tides trick? Time ticks, tides trick. Tides. Oh, yeah, it would be like that. Time ticks. Something trick. What's like, what's a trick in life? There's so many things that are like, yeah, I think the biggest deceit of life, or at least you could frame it as a deceit, is the distractions, and like how we trick ourselves into believing that certain things matter. Where like a nihilist would say that none of it does. I mean, so tides trick. Oh wait, time ticks. Your emotions can trick you. Your neighbor can trick you. Is there like a synonym for neighbors? For neighbor? Um Not the verb, the noun, bro. Like time ticks. Tom tricks. Like Tom, like, oh wait, no. Time ticks, Tim trick. Time ticks, Tim tricks. Cause that's have an I. Some trick. Okay, let's move forward for now. Ooh man, I'm curious. Is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night. Time ticks, some trick. Um, Impossible imagining some in this. I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night. Time ticks, some trick, impossible imagining meaning in this. Yeah. I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night, time tricks, some trick, impossible imagining meaning in this. Until, or we can just say till to keep with the, till, I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night, time tricks, some trick, impossible imagining meaning in this. I think I would prefer having until 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 I commit I'm curious. Is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night. Time ticks. I commit tithes. I commit tithes. A tithe is just like yeah, I mean, hold on. Define tithe. 1/10 of pay or give, right? Yeah, so I pay, basically. I commit tithes. I commit tithes something something something. Titillate. Titillated minds begin. I really don't know. I'm having a really hard time with this, but this is fire. Like, I like this exercise. I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night? Time tricks, some trick. Impossible imagining meaning in this. Until. Synonym for death. I'm thinking until I die. Synonym for death. Synonym for casket. Coffin. Until coffin confined. Because if you're till well, oh wait, what about this? What if we say till coffin confinement? I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night? Time ticks, something trick. Impossible imagining meaning in this. Till coffin confinement, I commit. Meaning in this. Till coffin confinement, I commit this tithe. Tits I'm curious, is life truly trite? Telling like stories night after night? Time ticks, something trick. Impossible imagining meaning in this. Till coffin confinement, I commit this tithe. I commit this tithe. Something titillated minds. Shit, I don't know. I'm curious, is life truly trite? telling my stories night after night. Time ticks, some trick. Impossible imagining meaning in this. Till coffin confinement, I commit this tithe. Titillated, or what's a tapestry? Define tapestry. Oh, it's with an E. Words with the letter I. Not start. Words containing I. This 57 letter words? No. What the fuck? No, I just want okay, yeah, so you're just naming bullshit. Give me like regular fucking words with I, bruh. Yeah. Skin, fire, time, with. So what about we do this then? I commit this tithe. Something, something, something with titillated minds. What about if we say that basically, well, what if we're trying to say this, right? That because life is trite, we deserve, everybody who has good ideas deserves to put them out there. It's like the promise of an artist. So if I say what if I say something like vital ideas within. Okay, I'm curious. Is life truly trite? Question mark. Telling like stories night after night, time ticks, something trick, impossible imagining meaning in this. So coffin confinement, I commit this tithe, vital ideas within titillated minds. Be This time, vital ideas within titillated minds begin invading. I commit this time, vital ideas within titillated minds begin invading silence. I'm curious, is life truly trite, telling like stories night after night? Time ticks, something trick, impossible imagining meaning in this. So coffin confinement, I commit this tithe, vital ideas within titillated minds begin invading silenced. Vital ideas within titillated minds begin invading. Silence fields. Silence fields, I guess. And then something, something, something yield. Untriteful existence will something yield. Untrifle existence certainly yield will cert. Synonym for certainly, I guess. Well, I don't know, bro, but I'm done.